Okay, it's Saturday, so I'm going to steal a little line from Scout Crafter and call it Mishmash Saturday. I've got a little bit of everything to show you today. First of all are some powder-actuated tools. These were tools that used a .22 caliber charge to drive a nail into concrete. I've got the early models, including a nice one which was a cutaway view of an Omark tool. This was called high velocity or standard velocity, and a .22 caliber charge was inserted into the top, into the breech plug. A nail is in front of it, and the nail fires down the barrel directly into the concrete. It has a large shield on it to help protect the operator. It also drove the nail about 1,800 feet per second, and it was quite a powerful tool. A license was required, and later on OSHA got involved. This tool was banned finally in the 90s. There were so many injuries from it and deaths that it's no longer available. The first tool to come out to satisfy the safety was a Hilti tool called a Model DX100. And this tool also used a .22 caliber charge, but as you can see, there's no large base on it because of the low power, less than 300 feet per second, compared to the 1,800 feet per second on the high velocity tool. The operator struck the plunger with a hammer. It drove down and drove the load powder charge .22 caliber into a firing pin and used that power to drive a piston rod which hammered the nail in, basically a hammering motion. This is a ramset tool from the 1940s, one of their first models. And this tool also used a .22 caliber charge, and it drove the nail down through a barrel, also a high velocity type tool. This is just a couple of oil cans I picked up along the way. I guess the oil can challenge piqued my interest there, so I found a couple of them, one at a flea market, one on the internet. The little copper one's kind of an interesting item, quite beautiful. Next, I wanted to show you a tool that I bought at the flea market for about $1. Pretty beat up, no handle, got a lot of dents that I didn't take the time to take out. I did clean it up and get it operating, but it was my first attempt at making a handle. I did not have any exotic wood, anything I could use the correct size to make a handle, so I used a piece of 2x2 pine, and that worked quite well. As you can see, it takes a stain and really is a beautiful pattern. If you were going to use this tool, of course, I'd suggest a piece of, heavier, stronger wood. But for display purposes, the pine did quite fine and was also easy to work with. Some other items. I've got a saw called a zip saw, which is made by Win. And it's actually a recip saw. It uses a jigsaw blade, an everyday jigsaw blade you can buy today. This tool was also a big mess. Cleaned it up nicely. Sorry I don't have any, I should have taken before pictures. Had to repair the handle. It was broken into pieces. And it came out pretty nice. I'll show you how it operates.